Welcome to HTML tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys the basic of the HTML. And the first on, what is HTML? HTML is hypertext markup language. So hypertext is a text that, like in a document, that you just link the web document between web document in our web browser. And there's a languages that makes it. It is HTML, which I'm going to show you guys today. And there's JavaScript, Python, Ruby, and PHP, and over hundreds of more languages that I can use to develop a website. Yeah, and next is how does it work? So basically, there's a client, which is web browser, that like in the search engine like Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, like those stuff. And there's a host, which is called server. So you all, I assume that you guys know the server, like the definition of server. If you don't know, you should look up on Google what is server, or I should tell now. So server is a data center that or data center which saves all the data from the specific directory and some other stuff that can be saved up. And how does it work? So how does it work? It's simple. So client, so web browser asks they request a signal to connect the website. So it requests for connection to the website to the server, and then server replies back, okay, I'll connect you to the website, that specific or dedicated website. So it replies to the client to connect to the website. And that's all for the how does the HTML or like web server works, and like that. And next is coding in HTML. So you guys need to know how to start coding in HTML. It's basically HTML5. So it's simple, but it's for as us, like as a developer, we think that HTML in coding, like as a coder, we think it's easy to code and hard to code, because there's lots of stuff that's going on coding. So like, yep. And so if you want to start coding, it's simple. Just look at the code like this over here. Look at the code like this stuff. That's the basic of the coding of HTML5. So what I'm going to describe this HTML doctype HTML. So what is this? It's basically describing what kind of web document it is. So it's kind of like that. And so I'm not explaining this tag. So this tag means it's a HTML document, apart from document type HTML. That's like only like sending a web browser that signal that what type of document it is. And the first, this tag is a the start of the HTML document, and they have head, which is like the main, well, not main, but it's the header. And there's a body tag. Where is it? There's a body tag that it's a main sentence that like all the sentence going, like all the words, like that stuff. And the important stuff is each tag must have ending tag. For example, for starting tag, you don't have anything but only like random tag you want to put into web browser or in the code. So to end the tag, you have to basically in a tag, the first thing you have to do is put a slash, and then you put a tag like you want to put in your code. And that's all for today, and thank you, and subscribe.